This break is brought to you by Netflix. Head on over to netflix.com/GameBreakerTV to gain access to a whole bunch of TV shows and movies that you can stream right into the comfort of your very own home. Shows like Psych, How I Met Your Mother, and Mythbusters, that 70s show, Scrubs. It's amazing, amazing service, so be sure to go check that out. Now, the news that everybody has been waiting for is about to come out. Here you guys go. You ready? The next Guild Wars 2 beta weekend event is going to be happening very, very soon. And GameBreaker Editor-in-Chief Scott Hawks is here to give us some of the details. Scott, you calling in sick for June 8th right now? Can we just put in your notice? Sound a little under the weather. Is that going to be a 2-week cold?
It's going to take a while for it to fully come on, probably about 2 weeks, and then I think I'll be feeling really ill by then. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, June 8th to June 10th, we're going to get the next one. Chris Whiteside, also known as Snowcrash, he's lead designer of Guild Wars 2, put a blog post up in the wee hours of the morning this morning to confirm it's happening noon Pacific, Friday, June the 8th, and it'll be going on until 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, June 10th.
Excellent. I know for me, I'll be excited to jump into World vs. World last beta weekend event. I didn't get a chance to actually feel once the servers balanced out and became competition, so I'm really looking forward to jumping into World vs. World. But are there any further details on other things that we can expect?
Didn't really go into many details. Did mention that some of those details will be coming out very shortly. But what did go into was that certain issues have been tackled thanks to all the work that all of the wonderful people, including us, because we're great.
Yes.
In the last beta weekend. Yes, we rock. And the things that are tackled, and I'll quote Chris Whiteside said that they included party movement into overflow servers, chat functionality, key bindings, server stability, performance, and a lot more that will be detailed in the near future. So,
okay.
It looks like quite a few of the issues that people are concerned about are going to be tackled.
Good.
Hopefully, we should see an increase in performance in the next one.
What about any mention of the Sylvari or the Asura? We haven't heard anything about them being introduced, so we can probably assume that they're not going to be in this next beta weekend. Do you think that players are going to be kind of disappointed that they're not going to see these races playable at the moment?
Well, they weren't mentioned in Whiteside's blog post.
Okay.
So it's not definite they'll be missing in the next beta. I guess it's still possible. You might think that would be mentioned on the outset.
It'd be a nice little sleeper secret. Log in, suddenly see the Sylvari or Asura playable.
That would be very cool. I know a lot of people want to get running around Ratasum and the Grove, so we might have to stay patient though until the next one, maybe. Who knows?
But patience. Are you really trying to tell me here that gamers need to be patient? Do you know who you're talking about? Gamers aren't known for patience.
Yeah, it's not. Let's put it this way. I'm rather looking forward to it, and I was hoping to get my hands on them soon. But we don't know yet. It could be. It's not definitely won't be. It could still be there.
All right. So apparently, though, and this might actually upset some of the fan bases out there who went and pre-purchased the game is that pre-purchasers aren't going to be the only people who can participate in the next beta. What can you tell us about that?
Well, Whiteside mentioned ArenaNet's going to be giving away beta keys for the next beta weekend event on their Facebook and Twitter pages. So if you haven't pre-purchased it yet and you're still hanging out wanting to see, make your mind up, keep an eye out on ArenaNet's announcements over on their social media outlets.
Do you think that players are going to be okay with this? I mean, a lot of the draw to people who pre-purchased early was, you know, hey, I get access to all the beta stuff, and now they're kind of opening it up to just like a Facebook key contest. Now, it almost, I don't want to say it doesn't seem fair, but it does seem kind of it seems kind of hidden back when we thought that we had to pre-purchase the game in order to get into the beta events.
Yeah, I can see some people taking offense to it, saying, hey, look, you know, I've paid my money, and so that means that I should be the only people getting in. And I can kind of understand that, but for the good of the game, and we are still in beta, for the good of the game, it looks like they're going to be expanding either their server size, which seems unlikely, or they're going to increase in the amount of servers. And having these keys, perhaps they can sort of like control the population, introduce more like within a more controlled way, so they know exactly how many keys they're giving out. We don't know how many keys it's going to be, of course. If it's, you know, as many keys as there are people who pre-purchase, then yeah, I can see people getting upset. But if it's not many keys, just to, you know, to encourage more people to get into the game, I can understand that. I can see people getting into some rage about it, because let's face it, people are going to rage about most things anyway. But yeah, I can see some people being a bit fed up that, hey, why are people getting in when I've paid the money to get in?
Sure.
But again, we haven't paid to play the beta. We've paid the game. But that's going to pay to get the game when it comes out, and we're getting beta anyway. So.
You ready to level your Guardian again? We have a heavy Guardian, you know, advocate here. Are you ready to jump in and level your Guardian some more, or are you going to spend some time elsewhere?
Well, actually, I've made a promise on Twitter already that I'm going to not play a Guardian this time. I'm going to stick to other profession. I know, yeah.
I need more tales of Gardonia.
I've got to do it. I'm going to get Guardian withdrawal. But no, I need to play the Ranger and the Thief. Those are the two professions I haven't played at all yet, and I want to focus on that. Well, I've played the Ranger very briefly, but I want to play a lot of the Thief and get more of a feel for where the Ranger's at the moment.
Sure.
So, no, I'm going to stay away from the Guardian. I'm going to do it. Honest, I'll try.
It's got to be so tough, though, because no matter, like... And this is the beauty that you get to experience when you play Guild Wars is the fact that the Guardian class itself is such a like, it changes so much of how that class plays based on the items that you're equipping. So the Guardian class itself has so many different ways to play that you just don't get a chance to experience it. So it's perfectly fine if players are still jumping in and playing the same class, because there's still so much to learn with each of them.
It's true. I still want to spend more time with the Great Sword Guardian and the Big Hammer as well. I haven't really done much on the Scepter as much as I'd like, and using torches offhand, I didn't really enjoy that first time round. I want to give that one. So there's still plenty more for me to do, but I've got it.
But you can't. You made the promise to Twitter. You're not allowed to
promise.
play Guardian. Guys, you got to keep them held to that.
That's it. I've got to.
Well, I'm sure the Gamebreaker again is going to be heavily involved with the community this time around. You know, last time we held a world versus world competition. Is there anything else that's kind of lined up, Gamebreaker wise?
Yeah, the guilds that we've set up so far should still be there, because characters are going to be held over. The characters you had in the last beta weekend and in the stress test are going to be kept. So it stands to reason that we're still going to have the guilds. So we'll get together, we'll be doing some live streaming on the site that you guys can come and join in and get your characters on. We'll be doing some WVW shenanigans again like last time, see if we can bump into Jesse Cox again.
Yes.
Yes, ruffle stomping. Yeah, we'll have a good time. We had a great time last time, I have to say. I loved that weekend. We got to spend a lot of time in the community. Everybody was great. We had a really fun time, and I'm sure it'll be just as good this time around.
WA Space wants you, and you, and you. All right, guys. Well, for all of your Guild Wars news, keep it tuned right here to Gamebreaker TV, and be sure to catch Guildcast every Tuesday at 6 p.m. PDT, where you can catch all of your latest Guild Wars 2 news. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you in the client.